Beloved soul, in this sacred moment, I stand with you, carrying a message whispered by the divine, a revelation meant for your heart alone. Listen closely, for what I am about to share has the power to transform everything. This is no ordinary message. It is a calling, a truth your soul has long awaited. Stay with me until the end, and you will understand why this moment is unlike any other. Your soulmate is stirred by an emotion so profound, so consuming, that they can no longer hold it inside. A decision has been made, one that may change the course of your journey together. Yet beyond this choice lies something even deeper, something you must hear to the very last word. The longing in your heart has not gone unnoticed. The angels have heard you, and that is why, in perfect divine timing, this message has found its way to you. Your soulmate too has sought answers from the heavens, pouring out their soul, searching for a way back to you. And now something extraordinary has happened. An unexpected step has been taken, a shift in the unseen, a silent force guiding them toward you. But there is more. If you feel this message is meant for you, if your spirit whispers that this is no mere coincidence, then affirm it. Speak your truth. Declare, I receive this message. Let the universe know you are open, ready to embrace what is unfolding before you. What comes next will change everything. Your soulmate has been holding on to an emotion that has only grown stronger with time. No matter how they tried to suppress it, no matter how far they strayed, their heart always found its way back to you. This bond defies reason, defies logic. It is something eternal, unbreakable. They have spent countless nights lost in thoughts of you, replaying every word, every glance, every unspoken promise. They have struggled with this love, fought against it, afraid of what it means, of what surrendering to it would require. But the heavens have spoken. A sign appeared, undeniable, inescapable, a whisper in the wind, a song at just the right moment, a dream so vivid it blurred the lines between this world and the next. In that instant, they knew. This love was never a mistake, never an illusion. It was written in the stars. Still, fear held them captive. What if they had lost you? What if they had imagined it all? But the angels would not let them turn away. Again and again, they were guided back to you, reminded that love, true love, never fades. And so, they made a choice. They sat in stillness, heart pounding, hands trembling, and began to write. Not just words, but a confession, a promise, a sacred unveiling of the emotions they had buried for so long. With every line, the weight of their silence lifted. With every stroke of the pen, the truth they had denied became undeniable. Tears fell, a shift in the universe unfolded, and by the time they sealed this letter, something had changed. Now these words belong to you, but before they are revealed, you must understand, this letter is more than ink on a page. It is a bridge between two souls, a key unlocking a door that has waited lifetimes to be opened. Once you read it, nothing will ever be the same. Your soulmate has poured their heart into every word, each syllable a pulse of truth, each line a thread connecting their soul to yours. They did not write this letter lightly. Every sentence carries the weight of longing, of time lost, of dreams unspoken. They have spent restless nights wondering if you still feel it too. This tether that binds you beyond space, beyond time. And now the universe holds its breath. Because once these words reach you, the past and future will collide. The moment you read them, you will no longer be the same. Your soulmate has faced their deepest fear, not just of love, but of losing you forever. They have fought against this connection, convinced themselves it was safer to keep their heart guarded. But love is not meant to be caged. It does not wait in silence forever. And so, they surrendered. With shaking hands and an open heart, they penned their truth. Every emotion they once buried has now surfaced, raw, unfiltered, undeniable. And as the ink dried, something within them changed. A door was unlocked. A path was illuminated. Now the question remains, are you ready to receive what has been written? Because once you do, you will stand at the threshold of something greater than either of you alone. This letter is not just a confession, it is a revelation, a promise, a soul calling across the vastness of existence. And once you open it, once you take in the truth they have laid bare, you will have to decide. Will you step forward into the love that has always been yours? Or will you turn away, leaving these words to echo unanswered? The choice is yours. But know this, love, true love, never fades. It waits, it endures. And when destiny calls, the soul remembers. Now take a breath. Here's a rewritten version with a refined tone while maintaining the essence of the original message. Within these words lies a truth so profound that it will challenge everything you thought you knew about this connection. It is a truth that cannot be ignored, because what was written is not just a reflection of the past, but a glimpse into the future. Your future. But before I reveal what is in this letter, there is something you need to understand, something that will change the way you see everything that has led to this moment. Before these words could be written, before they could pour their heart onto the page, your soulmate had to confront something within themselves, a truth they had long avoided, a reality they had been too afraid to face. And once they did, clarity followed. In the next part of this message, I will reveal what that truth is. And when you hear it, you will finally understand why this letter needed to reach you today. Stay with me. The most important part is yet to come. The moment your soulmate picked up the pen, they were overwhelmed. A flood of emotions washed over them, so intense they had to pause just to catch their breath. Their hands trembled, their heart pounded, and suddenly every memory, every unspoken word, every suppressed feeling came rushing back all at once. It was as if time collapsed, as if every emotion they had ever felt for you was spilling onto the page in ways they never anticipated. Tears welled in their eyes as they realized the depth of what they had been holding inside. They had convinced themselves they had control over these emotions, that they could dismiss them or pretend they weren't as powerful as they truly were. But as they wrote, the truth became undeniable. Their love for you had never faded. It had never weakened. If anything, it had only grown stronger with each passing day. Finally allowing themselves to embrace it, they felt something shift. It was no longer just about expressing love. It was about accepting it. For too long, they had resisted this connection, telling themselves that the timing wasn't right, that their emotions were something they could control. But the moment they surrendered to the truth, the moment they let their souls speak freely, they understood something that changed everything. This was never just about timing or circumstances. This was destiny. It had always been written, beyond their control, beyond logic. And now, for the first time, they weren't afraid to face it. Every word carried weight. Every sentence became a revelation. They wrote things they never thought they could say, things they had buried so deeply they weren't even sure they could still find them. But now, as the letter took shape, they knew. This was the only way to truly open their heart. This wasn't just an ordinary confession. This was everything. It was them laid bare, their fears, their regrets, their dreams, their unwavering love for you. And then something happened, something they never expected. As they wrote, they felt a presence surrounding them, an energy so calm yet so powerful, it became undeniable. They were not alone. The angels were there, guiding them, reassuring them that this was right. And with that realization, the last trace of doubt disappeared. They knew without question that this letter needed to reach you. It wasn't just something they wanted to send, it was something they needed to send. But as they neared the final words, something even deeper stirred within them, a question they had been too afraid to ask before. What comes next? For so long, they had held these feelings in silence. For so long, they had convinced themselves that keeping this love hidden was the safest option. But now everything had changed. They had put their heart into words. They had finally acknowledged the truth. They had embraced what was always meant to be. And now there was no turning back. The final words they wrote came from a place of certainty, a surrender to what their heart had always known. They sealed the letter knowing, no matter what happened, this was the most honest thing they had ever done. And now, it is in the hands of the divine. The angels will make sure it reaches you. But before you read on, there is something else you need to know. Something the angels revealed in the final moments of writing this letter. Because this message is not just about the past or even the present. It is about the future. And in the next part of this message, you will discover exactly what your soulmate envisions, exactly what they dream of when they think of you. And once you understand it, you will realize why this moment is far greater than you ever imagined. Stay with me. The most powerful revelation is still to come. The moment your soulmate finished writing, they felt something they had never felt before. Peace, a clarity so deep, so profound, that for the first